another exams journey after I thought I was done with IELTS. Hi, wonderful family. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about the objective structured clinical examination for nurses known as the Osce, which is written right here in the UK. So now let's start. The Osce is more like the practical exams we have in Ghana as nurses. So just imagine how nerve-wracking it was for me, because one thing that I feared the most was practical exams. On the day of my final exams, I didn't even put the pillowcase right on the pillow, so you can imagine. So fast forward 3 days to coming to the UK, I received my appointment to write the Osce because my trust had already arranged for that. So I knew I was going to write my Osce on this particular date. So for me, I already started learning the Osce. For the Osce, a part called the evidence-based practice and the professional values. I started learning it way ahead. So some of my favorite YouTubers were Violet Okolocha and Nezel. Yeah, I will put down their names down there in the description box so you could follow. So now, the Osce cost £794, but I didn't pay for that. My trust already paid for that. And if you are supposed to have a receipt, that would be around £397 if you have to write 7 or lesser stations. So in this Osce, there are 10 stations in all, where you have to do 4 clinical skills and assessment, planning, implementation, evaluation, and you have the evidence-based practice and the professional values. The professional values was like chill and poor. I mean, we are good at that. So, but it was, you had to put in much effort, to sometimes understand it, but basically you had to memorize every line. You just had to know what it entailed. Fast forward, I came to the UK, and before you write the Osce, there are some documents which are needed. So I made sure I packed those documents in an envelope, wrote Osce for UK on it, made sure I had to bring it to the UK. I made sure that document cannot hide itself in Ghana. It had to come with me to the UK. And so it included my police certificates, or my police clearance. It included my passport. It included my original degree certificate, and it also included my registration certificate, my NMC certificate. So I made sure I had all these. I am telling you this is important. You have to send all these to the exams day. This is serious because my friend brought it to the UK, but she forgot to send it to the exam. And that day, our breakfast, we couldn't eat our breakfast because we just realized that, oh my God, she didn't bring it. Because she had previously asked me, Faustina, did I take everything? I'm like, I think you have. And we got there and it was not there. So you could imagine. So please don't ever forget to send your documents there on the exams date. So in the UK, there are 5 centers that are approved for writing the exams, and you could search on the NMC website for it. We have Oxford Brookes, we have Northumbria, we have Leeds, we have Ulster University, and we have Northampton. I wrote mine at Ulster, so in Northern Ireland. My trust booked for the flights to Northern Ireland in and out. We went with as a group. Studying for the Osce was not a solitary journey. Studying for the Osce was not something I did alone. I did it with my friends, virtually and physically. I called my friends, some of them, and we had to be practicing over the phone. And this is a video of practicing even in the house. So you can imagine it's something you have to do in groups. Even when we had 6 weeks, 6 weeks after getting to the UK to write these exams, and we had classes going on. I made sure I did my homeworks. I made sure you pay attention in class, and there was a whole setup, practical setup, where you would rehearse after every class. And this was at the same time searching for accommodation. So you could imagine sometimes you have to close class and you have to run for a viewing. You have to leave class early to go and check a house. And yet all this, we made it through. So on the day of the Osce, it was we were nervous, prayed, and finally, after for me, during the exams, I started with a clinical skill, and then I could see it's time bound. I could see the time ticking, and I hadn't gotten anywhere. And I'm like, God, I can see myself failing. I can see myself failing. No, I can't. Like, let's not talk about it. So after the first and then subsequently I kept, for me there were some skills that I was done, and then I was just waiting for the time to just pass by, because I felt I made sure I didn't leave anything that I didn't know about. I made sure I knew about everything, every skill, every written station. I just made sure I knew about it. And so finally, I had my results congratulating me on passing my Osce for the first time. And it was such a good news. Either ways, I had to now wait for my NMC pin. And I would just say a big thank you to even the international nursing team at my trust, that helped us through the preparation, my friends who practiced together with me, and everybody who supported me one way or the other. So this is more about the Osce. So if you are here in the UK planning to write the Osce, I wish you all the best. And there are some people who want to self-sponsor themselves to come to the UK to write the Osce themselves. I also wish you all the best. Yes, and other exams to test your competence. I would say it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay motivated. And as I said, just pause and ask if this video was beneficial, if this video would help somebody else you could like, you could share, and you could let this be a thriving community. Okay, so thank you and see you next time.